Hey guys, welcome back. It is Monday the 20. No, it is not Monday the 21st. I keep saying this. It's actually like my fourth take, and it's still not Monday the 21st. It is Tuesday the 22nd of January, and it is officially one full week past of my Keto New Life resolution. And I wanted to touch on a few things and let people know what my expectations are of them. And obviously, you guys can only do what you can do. But any feedback is always appreciated. I think I posted to somebody not too long ago, hey, I want the feedback. I just don't want you to be a jerk about it. And that remains true. I do want the feedback. I don't care if it's good or bad. I don't care if it's you telling me, hey, your angle looks stupid, or your neck is too fat, or whatever it is. I don't care what it is. As long as you're respectful in the way you present it, I'm perfectly okay with it. I'm just not going to have somebody jump on here and insult me for just no reason. I don't appreciate that. I'm not going to deal with it, and we're way too old to be dealing with that kind of crap. So 1 week in, and I still haven't acknowledged my beginning weight, and the truth is I'm still not sure I'm going to. But I wanted to kind of touch on that because I've had quite a few people ask me, where I started, what my weight was when I started, and what am I trying to get to. And the truth is, weight in terms of that, just that number on the scale, is very, very scary to me. It is my spider. It is my dark. It is my snake. It is whatever those things are that make people afraid, whatever phobias they have. Mine is weight. It bothers me. It has since I was a little kid. I can remember clearly going into, I was in Mr. Lindley's 6th grade class, and I remember there was this day of the year where everybody gets their height and their weight, and it might be the same day where we do our hearing and our vision and those type of things. And I remember getting my weight. I think it even comes in like an envelope, if I remember that right. Maybe one of those like the report card type envelopes that we used to get when we were in Talbot. In the halls of Talbot School, we are called the Tigers there. It's not to take away any of my Venitucci friends or Sunrise or Webster or any of those other people. But Talbot Tigers were the best, so let's not kid ourselves. It was the Talbot Tigers, it was the Watson Rebels, and it was the Whiteville Gladiators. So Sproul and Janitel, you guys were second best in everything, but you just were second best. So anyways, with that said, so I remember getting the envelope, and I remember everybody in the school kind of huddling together, or in the classroom, kind of huddling together and talking about how much they weighed, how tall they were, what their vision was. Was it 20/20? Was it better, worse? Their hearing, how their hearing was. And I remember being so excited because my vision was always great. I was always at like that 2010, 2015 mark. And I used to brag about that all the time. Well, my vision's awesome, so you suck. And then there was hearing, and my hearing was fine. My height was awesome. I was always the tallest kid, and or at least one of the tallest kids. I want to say the tallest kid, but I don't remember for sure. So, someone correct me. In 6th grade, was there someone taller than me? I just don't remember. But I don't think there was. But I was also the fattest kid. And that was a tough number to swallow, because everybody wanted to talk about that. Everybody would ask, how much do you weigh? And I, like I still do today, would lie. I would lie. It was a struggle for me to ever admit how much I weighed, even in the best shape of my life. It was always a struggle. So I would open up that envelope and I would expect the question, and I would lie. And I realized that that never changed. The only time I was ever honest about my weight was probably junior high and parts of high school where I wrestled. No, I didn't wrestle in high school. So junior high, during wrestling season, because you wrestled at a weight, and so everyone knew, what weight you were at, and you had to weigh in, so there wasn't no hiding it. But after that, it was just always a struggle. I can remember clear as day. I was 18 years old, out of high school, probably that summer after high school. And I remember going to play football. I don't remember where exactly, but I was going to go play some football. And somebody asked me how much I weighed. And at that time, I'm 6'2.5", and I weighed probably like 230. I was in decent shape. I wasn't way out of shape at that point. And I lied. I said 198. They believed it, but I said 198. And I held on to that 198 through the 220s, the 230s, the 240s, probably even 250, until one day someone said, "Bullshit, there's no chance that you're 198." And that just happened to be one of my brothers, and I continued with the lie. But saying I was 200 pounds, saying I was in the 200s, having a 2 at the beginning of that number was heartbreaking, because my entire life I had always dealt with weight issues. I'd always dealt with people wanting to know how much I weighed and being embarrassed by that number. And that number was just that. It was a number. If you were going to like me because I weighed a certain amount, or because I was a certain height, or a certain, my eyes were a certain focus, or my ears heard a certain way, then what does that say about you? But I never saw it like that. I saw it as a negative to me. I looked at that number, and internally I said, "Brad, what the fuck? Seriously, man, like, what are you doing? Like, you suck. You suck as a person, man. You suck as a human being right now, because you are overweight." Which could not have been farther from the truth, especially at that time in my life, as an elementary school kid and a junior high school kid, and probably even into high school, because I was a good kid. I liked people. I was friendly. I would have done most anything for anyone that I knew. I wasn't a bully. I wasn't a troublemaker. Not yet at that point. And yet I judged everything internally in myself. I judged everything about me. All those good things were outweighed, no pun intended. So weight is an issue for me. And I haven't yet gone to get a reweigh. I say that because it's kind of an industry term for me. I haven't gone yet to get myself an updated weight yet. And I need to do that, because I did take my weight the Friday before I started. And that was the last day that I was in an office. And so the office that I was in, our warehouse has a platform scale that you can use. So I used to weigh myself all the time. Sometimes I weigh myself 2 times a day. But yeah, weight is a issue for me. And it seems to me like, regardless of how many people say they don't care, just tell me I don't care. No, they always seem to, though. It's like, they always seem to. And I care. So I'm working on it. One of my many, many things I gotta work on. And then, of course, now finding a scale is challenging because a lot of scales have weight limits on them. 300 pounds, 325, 350, whatever it is. And so I'm looking to see what I can do about finding a scale until I get my new office warehouse set up, and then I'll have a scale again. This week has been good. I found it to be fairly easy so far. I do need to work on figuring out how I can mold this around who I am as a person, because what I've realized this week is I did a lot of the same stuff every day, and I know that long term that's not going to work. I've got to figure out how to create new foods so that I don't get to the point where I'm tired of eating the same thing every day and then just go out and just eat whatever. I happen to be in the field and I just eat what is there. I've got to figure out how not to do that. And one of the ways I've done that was this week I went to the store and I was looking through the nutritional aisle in the foods, and I was trying to find something that was kind of a snack food, something that would be like a protein bar. And I went through all the Lara bar and the Cliff bar and the Kind bar and all these different things, and none of them fit this diet whatsoever. All of them pretty much take 100% or just about 100% of your daily available carbs in one bar. And so I just happened to be walking through the health and beauty section of Walmart and came across some products that I thought might help. And so I first went to the Atkins product, and I picked up these. They are called Caramel Chocolate Nut Roll Bar. And so far it's been 4 days since I got them. I got them on Friday, and I've had 2, and they're awesome. They're really good. No complaint whatsoever. They are very, very good. They will they'll give you just enough sugar and just enough energy to move on. They've got great flavor. They're perfectly sized. They really are very good. I was a little skeptical about how that was going to play out, so I picked up those, and I also picked up some chocolate coconut bars like those, but I haven't opened those yet. So I don't know when I will, and then when I do, I will let you know how they taste. Electrolytes are obviously very important, and I'm speaking as someone who didn't know that, who has heard that a lot lately. So Walmart does have their own brand of Mio, which is 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carb, and this one has electrolytes specifically, if you can read that, and it's very good. The blue raspberry is very good. It's the only one that I saw in the big bottle, about $3.50, 40 servings, 46 servings, and it's very good. So the Atkins bars, the one box of 8 on the nut roll, I think it was like $8 or $9. So a little over $1 a roll. Yeah, but they're good. I mean, if you buy a candy bar, you buy a Snickers bar for $1. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, but it's better for us. So, last thing I want to talk about, and this video is going to run a little long, is this New Life resolutions that I've put the Facebook page to is not just about me. These videos are about me. The keto journey that I'm taking is about me. But the New Life resolutions is about us. It's about everyone. I want to know what you guys are doing. Share a little bit. Don't be afraid. Step out of your comfort zone if that's what you need to do. If you're doing keto, let me know that you're doing keto, and let's partner up a little bit. If you're quitting smoking, if you're quitting drinking, if you're trying to be a better father, brother, mother, daughter, son, you're trying to do something different for work, you're trying to do something different for personal life, whatever it is, share it. Let's talk about it. Let's support each other. And I think in supporting each other, we're going to learn to support ourselves. And that for me has been the hardest thing to do, and I think that's maybe true for a lot of people. So I would appreciate if you guys would go on to YouTube and subscribe. I would really appreciate if you guys would go on to YouTube and like it. But I even more than that, I want the feedback. I want the conversation. I want the camaraderie. I want the community that I'm hoping this will bring. Because the one thing that I know from dieting for myself is if there's no accountability, if there's no one holding me accountable, even more so, because I don't have a lot of self-accountability. I don't. And so I think if I've got someone holding me accountable more, I can do better.